Hi everyone, welcome. So we're on weeks 9 and 10 today, but you can do this workout regardless if you've done the ones before, as long as you've done some weights in the past and you understand the proper form for doing weights. I will also explain them as we go along today. So you can do the exercises seated or standing. I'm going to show you both options because I want to be inclusive, and I know a lot of you do workouts with me from a chair, so I want to give the option for both. So let's get started. We're just going to warm up a little bit. I'll talk a bit as we're walking, but you can do a cardio workout before this or after. Some people ask, can I do weights? Do I do weights first or do I do cardio? It doesn't really matter. It's whatever works best for you. If one way is going to make you do both, then great. Then just do whatever you prefer. All right, so let's just swing the arms. I do have a 5-minute warm-up video as well that you can watch before the weights if you'd like, but so I won't do too long today. All right, so let's relax. Let's swing our arms back and forth, just loosening things up a bit. Let's have our hands down, bring the arms up and back down. So I hope you have a variety of weights. It's best if you do, because one weight is not ideal for all of the exercises. It's good to have some light weights and some heavier. All right, let's bring the arms forward and back. So I want you to really stretch the arms here, really press back and forward. Okay, this time we're gonna reach overhead and down. So just kind of warming the joints up, getting the body ready for strength training. And just one more. Good. Okay, let's just raise the legs. So again, you can do the warm-up exercises seated as well. All right, so let's get started. All right, so we're gonna start with our double back row. So for those of you who are standing, I want you to pick a weight that is fairly heavy. Our upper backs are strong, so pick a weight that is challenging. You've been with me for a while now, so you're able to do that. Feet are shoulder width apart, knees are bent, bending forward, glutes are sticking out, okay? Back is flat, no rounding of the back, flat back, hands down, and rowing up, okay? Seated version, you're basically doing the same thing. Sitting on the end of the chair, ideally if you can. If you can't, that's fine. I know if you're in a wheelchair, it's much harder. But if you can, sit on the end, arms are down, reaching up and back down. All right, let's go. 1. So you should be having a weight where it's hard. By the time we finish, it should be challenging. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going up to 12, 10, 11, and 12. Slowly bring that weight back down. Excellent. Okay, so we're doing repetitions of 12 today. I should have mentioned that in the beginning, just so you know what weight to grab, okay? For the next one, grab a little bit of a lighter weight. What we're gonna do is a wide angle row. So if you're standing, you're just same position as before. You're lifting that weight up, squeeze your upper back. Really think about the muscle you're working. Squeeze and down. It makes a huge difference if you're really concentrating on that muscle. So up and squeeze that upper back. If you're seated, same thing. Ready? And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's much harder. 7. If you can't complete the 12 reps, that's fine. Just finish at the point where you can't do any more. 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12. Squeeze that upper back. Slowly bring that weight down. Control, control, and sitting up straight and bringing the weight on your hips. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the next exercise. So we're doing a chest press. So for this one, your options, if you are strong enough, please do the push-ups because it is You'll get more out of it if you're able to do it. Okay, so the different adaptations, you can do it on your knees, you can do it off the wall, or you can do a full push-up. So if you're able to, I want you to do those. If you're in a chair, you're sitting on the edge of the chair, you're leaning back. So my back is flat, okay? I'm not crunched. Back is flat, arms are here at the side, pressing up and back down. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little bit. I want you to find the weight that's good for you, what you think you can lift 12 times, okay? So if you're doing the push-ups, you're doing 12 push-ups or as many as you can during the time that we're doing the weights, but going at a slow pace, okay? You're not rushing through it. All right, I think you're probably all ready. Grab the weights, pressing forward at an angle and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so harder version for the next one, we're doing flies, also working our chest. So if you can lie down on the floor. We did this in the last workout, I believe, or the one before. So you would know how to do it already. So you're just lying on the floor. You're bringing the arms down as far as you can and back up again. When we're seated, I'm gonna turn my chair a bit just so you can see me a little bit better and also so I don't hit the wall. Okay, sitting on the edge of the chair. Again, leaning back so that your upper back touches the chair. Press those weights up. Now for some of you, you might need a lighter weight than what you did for the chest press because this is a harder exercise in terms of bringing your arms down with the weight and then back up again. So hopefully you've got the weight you need. Let's start with the arms up. We're gonna go down, arms are bent, okay? And then back together again. Keep those arms bent for this exercise, otherwise it's way too hard on your elbow joints. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, breathe out. 10, breathe out. 11, last one, and 12. Bring the weight back to your chest, down to your hips, sit up straight. Okay, we always want to be careful in the way that we get up again, just to so we don't hurt our backs. Let's put the weights down. We're gonna do a bicep curl. So biceps are strong. I want you to grab the heaviest weight that you think you can manage for a bicep curl. Bicep curl is just going like this. Okay, if you can stand, I want you to do the exercises standing, then you're challenging the legs as well. And if you can, then you should try and do it. Okay, so standing version, it's exactly the same, seated or standing. You're just bringing the hands to the shoulders and down. Seated version. All right, everyone have a heavy weight or as heavy as you can lift up to 12 times. All right, let's go. So 1, slowly on the way down. Control. 2, slow. 3, sitting up straight. 4, 5, 6, 7, feel it in those biceps. 8, 9, 10, 2 more. 11 and 12. Okay, so we're doing 21s, which is also a bicep exercise. I'm doing 2 exercises per body part today because you are ready and I want you to start really getting stronger. You might need a little bit of a lighter weight here, so maybe grab a tiny bit of a lighter weight if you have it. If not, you just do as many as you can up to 12. So if all you can do is 8, that's great. You're working that muscle. I much prefer that you can only do 8 than being able to do 20. If you're doing 20, then the weight is probably too light. Okay, so grab that heavier weight while making sure that your form is correct. Okay, so if you're standing, again, same thing, feet are shoulder width apart, knees are loose, okay? So you're bringing the arms up and down. Seated, same thing, just sitting down, arms are doing the same job. So let's start. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the weights halfway up and down. Seems a bit odd, but just trust me, just stick with it. So halfway up and down. 3 and down. 4. We're doing this 7 times. 5, 6, 7. Now I want you to bring that weight all the way up to your shoulder, halfway down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 more, 6, 7. Now all the way down, all the way up. 1. We're going slowly. 2, 3, sitting up straight or standing up straight. 4, 5, 6, and 7. I want you to go down really slowly. Really work that muscle. And all the way down. Excellent. Okay, let's put that weight down. We're gonna do sit to stands or squats. So again, different versions. If you're able to, I want you to do the full squats without the chair, okay? So feet are quite wide apart. You're squatting down, making sure your knees are not going like this past your toes, okay? You're pressing that bum back, coming up. Okay, so really press back, keeping the knees wide. Okay, so that's your squats. How far you go down is totally up to you. If you can only go like this, that's great. Okay, I don't expect you to go down far. So it could be squats like that. You're still working your quads and your legs. Otherwise, if you need to, then you're gonna use the chair. Okay, again, feet wide. Ready? 1, we're gonna do 12 if you can. 2, pressing through the heels as you come up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11 and 12. Great. All right, back to our arms, tricep kickbacks. So if you're standing, you'll need a little bit of a lighter weight here. So if you're standing, same thing as our back row, okay? So feet are shoulder width apart, arms are here, you're pressing that weight back. This is when you want to feel it. When that arm is straight, you should be feeling it really, really well in the back of your arm. That's what is working your tricep, okay? It's just your lower part of your arm that is moving. So the top of your arm is basically staying in that position. You're not really moving it. Okay, I sometimes see people doing this. You don't want to be doing that. Have the arm steady. It's just your lower part of your forearm that is moving back and forth. At this point, you squeeze. All right, let's go. So if you're seated, let's lean forward, have the arms down. If you're standing, you're doing the same thing. Bringing those elbows up. Now stay in this position. Standing, you're like this. Pressing back to the shoulder. 2, squeeze, squeeze. So you're pausing briefly when your arms are straight. You don't need a heavy weight for this one. I usually only use 5s when I do it myself. These are 3s that I'm using right now. I don't know what number we're on. This might be 7, 8, 9, 10, let's pause a little bit more, 11, squeeze, 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 12, squeeze, 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 and bring that weight back down. All right, for the next one, we're doing a single tricep press. Some people might have a hard time doing this one. If you do have a hard time doing the next one, then just do what we just did, okay? You're just gonna do a second set of that because a lot of people have a hard time bringing their arms over their head. So for the next one, same thing. Standing, you're like this, knees are loose. You're raising that weight up and back down. So press through the triceps and back down. Seated, same thing. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2. Try not to let your elbows flare out too much here. Try to keep your elbows close to your head. 4, I think. 5, 6. You should be feeling it in the triceps now. 7, 8, 9. Squeeze. 11. Last one. 12, slowly bring it down. Good. And then you can just kind of bring it around if you're able to. Okay, all right. Next one is our shoulders. We're doing lateral raise and front raise. So fairly lightweight here. Let's grab a 3 or a 5 pound weight. We're gonna bring, so if you're standing or sitting, it's the same thing. Okay, so I'll do it seated just to show you, but we're just gonna bring the arms out to the side. So arms are down here. We're gonna raise that weight and back down. So if you're standing, again, it's the same position. Knees are loose. You're bringing the weights up only to about shoulder height to nose height, okay? In that range. And bringing the arms back down. So seated, you're actually, you're not leaning forward. You're sitting up straight, bringing the arms up and back down. And up. And down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and one more. And 12. Good. Okay, next one we're doing is front raise. We're gonna bring the arms forward. Again, same thing for standing. So if you can stand, please stand. Okay, arms forward and down. So don't let your arms swing. Be in control at all times. Bring that weight up and down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 2 more, 11, and 12. All right, that's it for the shoulders. So we're gonna do our second set of sit to stands or your squats. Okay, so everyone knows the sit to stands now, so I'm gonna do it standing this time. Ready? Taking a deep, let's just take a deep breath in. Okay, another deep breath. Breathing out. All right, if you need to, please use the chair. Ready, and let's go. Feet shoulder width apart, sitting back and up. 1. Now on the way up, I want you to squeeze those glutes. Squeeze. Down. Squeeze. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one. Squeeze, squeeze those glutes, okay? And hold, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And relax, good. All right, we are almost done. We are gonna do a seated dead bug. So this is an abdominal exercise, okay? So we are going to just raise one foot up and one arm up. So we're just doing this and back down, other side. Okay, so when we're raising our arm, I want you to really concentrate on those abs. I want you to tighten the abs as much as you can. Okay, so let's bring that arm up, tighten those abs, and back down. Other side, tighten the abs. So it's just like you're doing a crunch, you're squeezing your abs as much as you can. You might not be able to feel it too much, but it is definitely working your abs. Let's keep going. I think this is 5 on this side. We're going up to 12. Keep concentrating on those abdominals. Got 2 more on each side. Last one on this side and the opposite side. Good. The next one, we are going to sit on the edge of the chair. We're going to lean back, have our hands together. We're going to bring one knee up, twist gently to the side, and then the other side. So we want to go slowly. We want to protect our lower back as well. So bringing that leg up, concentrating on tightening those abs. Breathing out as a twist. So I want you to do as many as you can. When you feel you've had enough, then you can stop. I've totally lost count, so we are just going to continue for a little bit more. One more on each side. Excellent. Let's sit up straight. Excellent. All right, so we've worked our abs as well. We're going to do a calf raise, seated side raise, and then we're done. We're just going to go to stretching. All right, so our calf raise, you can either do it seated. All you're doing is lifting those heels up and back down. If you can stand, I highly encourage you to stand, because then all of your body weight is having to be pushed up by your calves. Holding onto the back of the chair, lifting the heels as high as you can, and back down. So as high as you can, and down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and last one. Keep those heels up and bring them down as slowly as you can. Excellent. All right, last one is our side raises, holding onto the chair. And we're just gonna bring one foot out and back in. So if you can't stand and if you have to be seated, I want you to bring that leg up and just bring that leg out to the side as much as you can and back down. Okay, so up, out, in, down. Okay? All right, so let's start with one side. Knee is loose, bring that out and back in. 2. So you're not going very far, you're only going about 2 feet out. You want to feel that in your hip and back in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's switch to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 2 more, 11, and 12. Good. All right, you are done. So we are just gonna finish with some stretching. So let's sit down in our chair to really relax into the stretch. We're gonna bring our arms forward, so pressing those hands forward, feeling that in your upper back, sitting up straight, taking a deep breath in, and big breath out. So this is a really good overall strength training program. So you can do this one, 2 to 3 times a week. Ideally, leave a day in between. Don't do this every single day. Every second day would be great. You can do this as long as you want, whenever it starts to get easy, then make sure that you lift a heavier weight. Let's press the hands out to the side. So that's the main thing. You have to continue challenging your body. So if you lift the same weight for a year, you are not challenging the body. So if you continue to do this program, if you like this one in particular, then just increase the weight over, as it starts to get easy. Let's bring the hands behind. So you can either just bring the hands back, or you can grab onto the back of your chair and you can lean forward to really stretch out that chest. It all depends on what you can do, so just do what works best for you. Taking a deep breath in and breathing out. Good, let's sit up. Let's bring one arm overhead. We're gonna drop the hand behind, pressing the tricep back. Feeling that here in your tricep. And switching to the other side, arm goes up, drop the hand behind, pressing that elbow back. So this strength training workout can work for any age. You can be 20, you can be 70. It is a safe program. Let's bring one arm in front, cross the arm in front of the body, pulling that arm in, feeling that in the shoulders. So you should be feeling it right here. Let's bring the other arm in front, cross it in front of the body, pull that arm in. Excellent. I'm gonna push my chair back. We're just gonna sit on the edge of our chair, bring one leg forward. You're just gonna lean forward, feeling that in your legs. So this is an awesome stretch for stretching out the leg. It stretches all around your knee. This is one my dad was recommended for osteoarthritis, just to help the leg and the knee. So this is a good one to do any time of the day. If you can do it, when you're watching TV, in the morning or in the evening, anytime really, it's a great one. All right, let's switch to the other side, bringing that foot forward, leaning forward. Taking a deep breath in and breathing out. And sitting up, let's bring one ankle up onto the opposite knee. If you can't do that, then I want you just to cross your leg and to try and feel that in your hip by turning away. You're gonna bring that ankle on the knee if you can, and leaning forward. So this is also a really good stretch for your lower back, your hip, your glutes. It stretches all in this area. So lean forward to whatever point feels good for you. Try and keep your back flat though as you lean forward. All right, let's switch to the other side. This is another good one to do at any time of the day, or if you're watching TV. And you can hold the stretch for as long as you like. Just don't overdo the stretch. It should be a comfortable stretch. It should feel good when you're doing it. If you overstretch it, that's not a good thing. Meaning if you're pulling too much. The time is fine. You can hold the stretch for 5 minutes if you'd like. Just don't pull too much that it's hurting you. All right, let's sit up straight. Let's drop the ear down to the shoulder. Feeling a really nice stretch in your neck. Try not to lean your body, it's just your head that's leaning over. And let's rotate that head forward so chin is towards the chest, going over to the other side. Closing your eyes if you wish. Again, ensuring you're not leaning, it's just your head. And let's look forward, let's gently look up to the ceiling. And then looking down to the floor, holding that stretch so you feel a stretch in the back of your neck. And looking forward, last few stretches, twisting to the side, so you're just turning your head. It's like you're looking in your blind spot as you're driving. And let's twist to the other side. And looking forward, taking a deep breath in and breathing out. Let's just do one more. Deep breath in and breathing out. All right, that's it. So really try and do this workout twice a week. If you really want to see benefits, twice a week is where you're going to build strength. Once a week, the rule is if you do it once a week, you're kind of maintaining what you've been doing, but twice a week is really going to build on that strength. And as we get older, I can't stress enough how important it is to do strength training. So please, please, please do the strength training. It's more important even than the cardio. The walks are great, the walking workouts are great, but strength is super important to prevent falls, to keep your bones strong, to feel more firm, more toned. It's amazing. So I hope you do it. Obviously, if you're here, you're interested in strength training, but if you can, try and do it twice a week. All right, everyone, have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me, and bye for now.